Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Let's talk about A.I.D. She just came out a couple of hours ago, so let's talk about her. So I'm going to give you guys as much honest opinion that I can regarding her as well. Hopefully let you guys make a better decision if you want to pull for her or not, because I think she is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag for the time being. Now first things first, A.I.D is a burst 2 supporter. If you look at her skills, she is going to be using assault rifle, which I think is pretty decent. I do like it a lot. It does help a little bit more. Now let's have a look at what she can do as a supporter, right? Now her skill 1 is a passive skill, alright? So as you can see right here, it's very unique. She gives debuff immunity and it stacks up to 1 time, alright, when you enter the battle. And I do like it a lot because you get debuff immunity. Basically, you are able to prevent debuffs altogether. Now debuff immunity means that you're not able to get debuff, and especially for certain enemies like Crystal Chamber right now, you are able to protect yourself from that. There's a lot of bosses that can basically reduce your stats in certain ways, and that's going to give you the ability to resist those things, right? And she has this ability where activates when own HP falls below 90% and affects all allies. It's going to increase attack by 5% of the caster's attack for 5 seconds. Now, I'm not a big fan of this particular skill because a skill that requires you to have your HP reduced is just really weird, right? So that means like it's going to be a little bit off-putting. Like if you have a character that gives shield, for example, you're not going to receive any damage, so your HP is not going to drop. And if your HP is not going to drop, you're not able to basically activate this skill. So it's just a very weird condition. I would prefer something that activates when you hit the enemies or something like that. For example, the skill 2 right here, right? You can see activates after 420 normal attacks. Now this one makes more sense. You're shooting the enemy, you're able to activate this particular passive skill. Affects all allies, you're going to gain debuff immunity, alright? Stacking up to 1 time continuously. So this is going to be for the perfect maid. And then the one more condition of this is activates after 120 normal attacks. You're going to be able to increase max HP by everyone for 15% of the caster's max HP without restoring HP. Now I'm not a big fan of this. I honestly am not, because that means she is going to increase max HP without restoring the allies HP, similar to Mast from Burst 2 slot. Very similar concept, right? I like Quincy's one more because she is able to basically increase max HP and also heal your character at the same time. I do prefer skills like that. I don't know why they don't just give that to her, but I'm guessing if they give that to her, she will be too broken as a burst 2, right? The last one, the burst skill, mealtime, affects everyone. Same, she's going to increase max HP by 25% without restoring HP, and this time it lasts for 10 seconds. And then she's also going to increase everybody's attack by 10% of caster's attack. Now, again, she's actually not bad. If you look at her buffs, it's actually decent. She gives a big chunk of things, alright? Increasing max HP is going to be very good. Let's shift a little bit from the theory and then look at her in terms of in practice. Comparing to a lot of other characters, who is she going to be able to compete with? But first, let's show you guys the pulls. Right, let's one tap A.I.D. Is A.I.D a strong, prominent character? No more 2B? 2B can still be used. Alright, first 10 pull. Yo! Guys, is this it? 2. Okay. Alright. Let's wait. Is this it, guys? Tetra? There we go!
And I'll be at your service.
There we go! If you guys are not pulling, what are you doing? Easiest pull of your life ever. Now, looking at what she can do, right, she is very similar to a different character called Mast. So I assume, A.I.D will be able to replace Mast for 2B teams, alright? If you guys are not aware, 2B, which is a collab character, this girl right here, if you did obtain her, she has a very unique concept where she needs you to increase her HP, so attack is going to increase by 5.3% of the caster's final max HP. So the more HP you get, the more damage you are able to deal. So having that in mind, I was hoping that, maybe A.I.D can pair very well with 2B. However, Mast is still going to be better overall. So Mast is basically this girl right here. She's currently the best character to pair with 2B if you're looking to just basically straight up improve overall efficiency. So Mast is just way superior, you can see right here, alright. Max HP increased by 66% of the caster's max HP without restoring HP, and also critical damage. So these two concept alone, alongside with the crit damage and stuff, just puts her on top. Damage statistic right here, alright, so I believe you guys can see on the left we have 8, on the right we have Mast. I did multiple different testings right here. So with 8 and Mast, they are doing about the same damage, 7 point something million. But you can see how 2B does just way more. Like this is almost, I wouldn't say double, but it's like almost there, right? It's almost double. 28 million increased to 47 million. So based on my testing, Mast is still going to be superior if you're looking for a burst 2 character for 2B. Now that's just straight up, there's no other option for sure. Alright, so Red Hood did about the same throughout, Drake did about the same throughout. So comparing 8 versus Mast for 2B, Mast is still going to be better. If you are looking to just build like a strictly optimal 2B team, I believe Mast is still going to be the better one for you to go for. I do vouch for her as opposed to 8, right? If you're looking to like strengthen just for that particular reason. Now, let's just put that aside. Let's just assume, you know, you don't want to use it for a 2B exclusive team. You're just using it for a, you know, just for a burst 2, right? Compared to a lot of other characters. How good is 8 generally? So right now the burst 2 is filled with plenty of... So burst 2 characters are support usually. You either want them to do two things. You either want them to be able to heal you, alright? Usually you want to have a healer. For example, Marciana, she's a very, very good healer. Or, you know, you can even put something like Biscuit, which is also a very, very strong prominent character, but Biscuit is a 40 seconds. So she's going to be a little bit harder to use, right? But that aside, a lot of burst 2, you know, they are filled with either healers or character that can just buff you overall, right? Now Blanc and Noir is going to take that slot on its own, and then you have one more team with Tia and Naga. So obviously if you don't have those two, then perhaps you're going to use Marciana. Now the other option is going to be for CDR, for cooldown reduction purposes. You have characters like Swimsuit Helm. In this case, she will be able to help you reduce the cooldown overall, right? That's going to be something to consider, or even Dolla. Now where does 8 stands compared to all those characters? I think Dolla is going to be something that's very common. I believe every single player has her. She's definitely something that's like easily obtainable for a lot of players. So she is going to be something that you can see cooldown or burst skill definitely helps to push things a little bit. Now I did make a comparison between 8 versus Dolla, as you can see right here. I would say this is not bad, alright. You can see on the left we have Dolla. She does more damage overall, alright. And on the right we have 8. So you can see Scarlet Black Shadow did slightly more with Dolla. At the right slightly less. And then Red Hood did slightly more as well with Dolla. So Dolla is just way of a better character, alright. If you already have Dolla, I don't see a reason for you to pull for 8 specifically. Alright, she doesn't bring anything new to the table outside of improving the max HP, but even then, when I put her in a 2B team, she doesn't seem to perform better than Mast. So right now, I feel like, you know, unless you're looking for a specific debuff immunity, debuff prevention for a boss that's going to apply debuffs, sure, I can see that's going to be a thing for sure, but then do you really need her though? Because we already have burst 1 characters that can do something similar. For example, Cocoa, which can, she has an ability right here that just straight up dispel 1 debuff. Alright, you can see dispel 1 debuff on the burst skill as well. And also during the Christmas, alright, if you guys did pull for Snow Mika Snow Body, she also have one more ability right here on the burst skill that can also dispel 1 debuff. So if you already have these 2 characters, do you need 8? Probably not. But I think 8 is going to be a good option if you're looking for just straight up remove debuffs in general. I would say that's going to be where she's used. Other than that, she doesn't bring anything extra to the table, but she's not bad. Alright, she's like, compared to Dolla, her damage is slightly behind. I would say the damage wasn't that far off. That's just my honest opinion regarding 8 in the meta right now. Unless there's a boss that can apply multiple debuffs or very, very annoying debuffs on your enemies or on your allies. For example, right now in the Crystal Chamber, if you let the boss hit you with a debuff of 30% attack reduction, that's going to be very annoying. So definitely you gotta cleanse that for sure. But other than that, you know, I would say skip for now and consider getting the next character. So yeah, that's my honest opinions regarding 8. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys pulling? with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.